what you're gonna have to realize is that I'm gonna be in possession of one of the most prominent black fucking characters, and it's not because he's black. It's not because some corporate entity had to present him to you and fake throw him in fucking everything to make you fucking like him. Your stupid ass has to concede that a black man owns entirety, 100% sole fucking owner of the fucking company, and his first hero that people are gonna love and adopt and embrace, have on their wall, is gonna be a fucking black hero. And you gotta sit up here and try to wrap your fucking retarded ass mind of what argument can I use, because here's a black guy who's the owner of a character, and he's prominent, and he's being accepted, and the character is also black. Oh, what do I do? Cry about it, bitch. That's what you do.
If you've been paying attention to the internet for the last 24 to 48 hours, you've seen a lot of people talking about the Rippaverse. The Rippaverse is Eric July's new comic book company, and everyone seems to be excited, rightfully so, present party included. But Rippa did a live stream yesterday, and when he did this, I was truly blown away at this moment right here that we're going to listen to. I called him up and I told him, I'm like, dude, I was like, I need to react to this on my channel because what you said was truly incredible. And it hit me on a different level because the things that he says right here cannot be debated. They cannot be argued. These are just cold, hard facts that he is throwing out there to all of the labels and all of the nonsense that has been placed upon people like him and me and most of you watching this. The racist, sexist, misogynistic label that we continue to hear from the mainstream and the losers, the reply guys out there, and all of the shills. And what Rippa says right here was just so special and so unbelievable. So here we go. Let's listen to this, and we're going to react to it. And, of course, I hope you all go and subscribe to Eric July's channel, Young Rippa59, and support the Rippaverse because this is going to change the game. Here we go.
Kyle Denson with a fire says, Rippa, I called it yesterday. One of the reply guys on Twitter think you think diversity equals woke. They clearly don't watch your content. Well, they're retarded. Like I said, it's watching their arguments get diffused in real time. That's all the hate watchers are having to do. When they see that, you see that, you see the guy who is starring in the first book, okay, and they see him and they're like, oh shit, I can't say this argument that they had prepared, so they're gonna play retarded. And what they're doing right now is, as to be expected, they have to still pretend like I made an argument that I've never made. They
never made the argument that black person in thing equals woke, woman in thing equals woke. That argument has never been made. We have talked about how they use women and black people, non-white dudes, but we have never said black dude in media equals woke. Not at all. But again, I'll let Rippa say it because he's doing a much better job than me.
They need us to think that, people don't. They need us to not like, which is retarded considering my fucking skin tone. They need me to have a position like I have a problem with character that's black or character that's women. It's like, nobody's ever made that argument. That's just the argument that they need us to have because they have an enemy that they made up in their head, and then they've placed who they think that enemy is because all these motherfuckers think they're little freedom fighters. So to them, everybody to the right of Bernie Sanders is a goddamn Nazi. So, and they don't do they don't try to make a distinction at all. They just like, well, you are that fucking guy. You're that guy. I don't care if you said something that contradicts that. But that's who they've made up in their head. So they're going to do that either way. And like I said, they're going to keep moving the goalposts. So they've been diffused of that argument right out the get-go. They're going to move to another one. We'll make $1 million. Let's say you didn't make $2 million. We'll make $2 million. They'll say, well, you didn't make $3 million. You didn't make what Thor Love and Thunder did. Like, what the these guys are watching the arguments be diffused. And that's what they're doing is called flailing. There is no amount of success that I can have initially that will suffice for these retards. It can't, because that's not what they exist to do. They were never meant to be honest. They were never meant to try to paint, look at something objectively. They were never meant to do that. They were only meant to protect the old guard. And they don't like the fact that I exist, or maybe they don't like my content. They lose their fucking minds. Or they don't like the content of someone else that I don't hate, right? Something like that. That's often what it is more than anything. It's like, oh, well, EVS actually is cool with him. Jeremy from Geeks Gamers is cool with Neurotic is his friend. So I don't like that fucking guy. I was like, first of all, you a bitch if that's your approach anyway. But whatever. I mean.
And again, everything he says, but it's going to get much better. But everything he's saying is so good because they have no argument. Your argument was that we get upset when black people or women are in media. Look at the two characters behind him. What is the difference between those two characters and the majority of what we get in the mainstream and Hollywood? These characters were created from the ground up for the right reasons, to be developed. And ultimately, they're going to earn their fan base by developing their character and letting the audience go on a journey with them. Whereas you have characters like Miles Morales that, as Rippa has pointed out many, many times, you saw value in a white person's character. And you had to take this black character and essentially just make him a knockoff of the white character because you see so much value in that white character and the white history that goes along with that. And now you don't have confidence in a black character created from the ground up. No, you have to give him the mantle of the white person because you see value in that. And you devalue the black character. Rippa sees value in the character. Rippa sees value in the process, the storytelling, and he believes in the foundation that he is laying so that he has confidence that he will build something. Whereas these Hollywood people, they don't even believe in the foundation. They don't believe in the nonsense that they're spewing. It's generally projection. So when you don't have confidence in the foundation that's below you, then of course you're going to try to do anything you can to make that process easier and easier because you don't truly believe what you're doing. But this is proof right here. Well, again, I'll let him say it.
Shit, whatever. You can't control anything that's happening over here. You can't fucking stop us. So, yeah, get used to it, you fucking fruit. What you're going to have to realize is that I'm going to be in possession of one of the most prominent black fucking characters, and it's not because he's black. It's not because some corporate entity had to present him to you and fake throw him in fucking everything to make you fucking like him. Your stupid ass has to concede that a black man owns entirety, 100% sole fucking owner of the fucking company, and this first hero that people are gonna love and adopt and embrace, have on their wall, is gonna be a fucking black hero. And you gotta sit up here and try to wrap your fucking retarded ass mind of what argument can I use, because here's a black guy who's the owner of a character, and he's prominent, and he's being accepted, and the character is also black. Oh, what do? Cry about it, bitch. That's what you do. And then here's the thing. It didn't even happen like that. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I wanna write this to diffuse someone's art. Like, no, I was like, I'm a creative. We're gonna let the pen do what the pen does. And it made sense. And here we are. This is why I said, I will show you how it's done. This isn't a case of people don't like black characters. No, it's that the ones that you write are tokenized. The ones that you write fucking suck because it's blackity black, and about everything. I have to go through some struggle of race. You can't just be cool black fucking character. He can't be that. Not according to you. He has to talk about.
Now, and to his point, and as I've said many times, growing up, I used to love watching movies like Boys in the Hood, Juice, Above the Rim. I used to love watching those movies, Menace to Society. And those were like authentic stories with authentic characters that you could connect with and understand their struggle. But all you see with this bullshit that Hollywood's pushing or the mainstream comic industry is how these white liberals are trying to take a black character and insert them into a story they have no fucking business being in, and then saying shit that black people don't fucking say. Because these white liberals have no idea about any of that shit. But they love to pretend. And people that are real, people that are true and authentic, see that shit and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is not real. This is not authentic. This completely feels like a parody by some clown who's trying to project his bullshit into this media because he's got shit to hide. And that's exactly what so many of us are seeing, and they have no argument. When you build your entire argument around race and gender, you are putting yourself in a terrible spot. A terrible spot. And that's what everybody like me and Rippa and all of our friends and colleagues have understood from the start. That your argument was flawed from the beginning. You don't matter when you start labeling people racist and sexist and all these other bullshit names. You don't matter because it is such a broken argument from the beginning. And now because you motherfuckers have sit there and built all of this hate against us based in race and sex and intimidated by black women or black people and women. And now look what's happening. You are losing right before your very eyes, as Rippa has so brilliantly laid out here.
About racism and all this other, the white man and all this other bullshit, or he has to be a knockoff black version of something that was already white. I'm not doing any of that dumb shit ever, number one, but I'm not doing any of that shit. I'll show you how it's done. You are, and this is why they're so pissed, because their arguments, like I said, I will keep saying it. They're watching it in real time be diffused.
So good. I don't know if he keeps going or not.
Real time. It's like, fuck, I had this argument prepared. It doesn't work. What do I do? It was always bullshit and they knew it. They just were able to get away with saying that dumb shit because, well, we didn't have a lot of people that jumped in the creative space to show them how it's done.
Yep.
And best believe I'm not going to be the last one. I ain't the first, and I may be one of the more successful ones, but I ain't going to be the last one. There's going to be a lot of motherfuckers in these different entertainment sectors that are going to be alternatives. And you got to sit there as a hate watcher and look at them grow and watch your arguments be completely fucking dismantled, and you can't do anything about it. You can't say shit. Like, yeah, this is why we showed you at the beginning of the stream and that non-argument of that fucking retard who we said just moving the goalpost, because they don't know what to do. They're fighting, they're punching the air, they're gonna see this dollar amount, and when that dollar amount goes up, you're gonna people that there's gonna be people that either say one or two things. One, it's not enough, so I can make millions of dollars and it wouldn't matter. It'll never be enough because, I don't know, Marvel made a blockbuster movie, some retarded shit. Or they're gonna try to claim some sort of foul play because they can't wrap their minds around the idea that, wait, people are actually enthusiastic about this shit.
And he's right. Again, everything he said, man, it really did, like, really inspired me. And Eric is just an awesome guy. And I told him this, we were talking on the phone. I said, bro, like, I've known you for a while. We've had a ton of conversations, and you still just, like, are an inspiration. And that's not something you say to people that you get to know, because usually you have an idea of what somebody is, and even someone that knows that that's how it goes, you still kind of have this idea of someone that you get to know. But, like, he's such an inspiration and what he's doing. And I felt his energy yesterday, because you felt that all of this was coming together and he was feeling it, man. And, the Rippaverse, I think, is going to change the game and open up the door for so many different opportunities. And I'm just so happy to call this dude my friend. And I'm going to do anything I can to support him moving forward because what he's doing matters. I believe in it. I believe in him. And, you know, the foundation he's laid, the massive platform he's built for himself there on YouTube, and everything else he has going on, he's always had my back. He's always had my back. And anything I've ever needed, this dude has had my back. And that's what you get. You get what you give. And I've got his back because he's always had mine. And that's a beautiful thing, man. Me and him don't agree on shit sometimes. We definitely don't agree on politics a lot. I'm sure there's certain things that we agree on, generally speaking, but there's other things we don't agree with. You know, and that's the fucking flawed argument. All these dumb motherfuckers talking about, well, Jeremy only surrounds himself with, you know, women or black people that agree with his opinion. Rippa and me do not agree on politics. So again, one of your pathetic arguments, when you build your argument around flawed bullshit, you will always be destroyed. You will always be exposed. You will always look like a fool. That's why your shit doesn't matter. All of your accusations don't matter. We either ignore your dumbass or we monetize you. That's it. You are nothing. You step in our world and throw out that bullshit, and we're going to crush you. We're going to use you, and we're going to crush you. When we're said and done, we're going to keep moving forward, and you're going to be a pathetic loser. So, support the Rippaverse. Check out all of his stuff over on YouTube, obviously, and he does collab with us occasionally. We do the Mario Kart streams on Sunday. We do Tuesday night's main event here on Geeks and Gamers, and whatever he needs, I got his back, just like he's always had mine. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.